Ambassador Chon, I wanted to ask you first off about, I guess, China's relationship with Africa. Trade now at $200 billion, is that right?
Near the figure, yes.
You'll be well aware that there's a conversation in Africa, not only in Africa, that perhaps China's role on the continent is inappropriate, that it's gone from a helping hand to and an investor to, as the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria just put it, as something of a colonialist. What would you say to that?
Of course, I cannot agree with the kind of accusation saying that China trade with Africa is kind of colonialist style. The reason for some people to criticize this is because they think the structure of that kind of trade for African countries by selling materials out and buying manufactured goods is bad, it's colonial style. And the reason for that I can quite understand. But the result 50 years ago and the result of today is totally different. Because in those days, in the kind of colonial system, you sell your material with such a minimum price, like sometimes 6 cents a barrel. With that kind of exploitation, the African country can barely feed themselves by exporting. But now with the price of over $100 in a barrel, that huge difference is that by this kind of exportation, you can not only feed yourself, but you can also accumulate the capital for your own development. Particularly, you can put money in the infrastructure. This is a totally different result, because every country needs to start from some point for its own development. The investment, the money will not come to Africa for nothing. So with change of this kind of raw material for not only your food, your clothes, your housing, but also for the development and for the infrastructure, this is some kind of starting point. Starting from here, we will see a rising Africa. So I don't think the trade at the present, at this time, with this kind of price for both sides, is colonialist at all. No, it is not.
Mr. Bachungu, let me ask you, the view for Mozambique